Masato's Blue Sketch Dojo. Hi, I'm Masato Inoue, car designer. Now I'm uploading the teaching tips of car design on YouTube and also doing my online car design sketch training. If you are interested, please check. And today I'd like to talk about the 2D exterior design process. Actually, 2D exterior design process is the first stage of the car design. And in car companies, it lasts like 2 to 3 months until the presentation. And if in a sketch stage you are selected, then it goes to you can go to the scale model stage. And your idea, including your idea, maybe let's say 5 ideas will be chosen to the scale model. And let's say 2 to 3 months, scale model will be finished. Then the final 2 model maybe will be chosen as a full-size clay model. Then 2 full-size clay model will be made in 2 to 3 months. Then final decision meeting will be held inside of the company, and the final one full-size clay model will be chosen as a final model. Then after 2 years, maybe the car will be delivered on the road to the world. But so today what I talk is the 2D exterior design process, which is the first part of whole process. Probably this part is very, very important, could be most important, because at this stage we create from 0 to 1. Nothing to something. It is very creative stage, and designers, a lot of creativity is compressed at here. So let's talk about this process. The first process is a making mood board, which is setting goal. Second process is idea sketch. You create idea and cultivate and bring up the idea at here. And the third is the final rendering stage, which is a result realization, visualization of your result, your design. And finally, the presentation stage, which is making a presentation board and show it, explain it to audience, right? So this is a whole 2D exterior design process. And today I'd like to talk about more in detail to the stage by stage. First one is a mood board and the concept. Let's go. So, about the mood board and the concept, the important point is this is a setting goal. In the board, you gather many of your source of the inspiration. One is target customer, one is a heritage, history or background of the car now you're designing about. And through those inspiration, clarify the emotional value which is you expect for the car, and also functional value. Maybe this part you need to talk with engineer in the stage, in the studio, but mainly these other designers' value, emotional value would be more important. What you evoke to the people, it's very important. And to make a mood board, using visual image plus keyword. And then let's clarify other functional value. The package layout is important. So this is the first example of the mood board. This is made by former student in the class of IAAD, which I'm teaching about. And this is about the Ferrari Daytona revival project. And so it's a part of the picture of the Daytona. And at here, keyword is weapon, and visual image is a kind of quite futuristic jet plane. And here, visual is a woman in a kind of shadow, and which shows the surface, the nice curve of the woman's body. It tells kind of seductive feeling for the Ferrari. And this is a kind of industrial design stuff, but showing nice flow, nice surface transition. And this one is a kind of picture of the composite material, and it shows kind of unusual combination of the materials, which makes new kind of the beauty. So this guy made this mood board to tell his Ferrari Daytona revival image, right? And at here, very important thing is this is a setting goal, and also same time this is more like declaring the final destination to the others, maybe in studio to the other colleague and also chief designer, right? And in the school, maybe other classmates and your professor of car design. And so, for example, like this is like you declare before climbing up the mountain, you declare like I climb up to the Monte Bianco, Mont Blanc. or Mount Fuji, you know, you need to declare the mountain and you climb up, you know. This is a setting goal. This is a meaning of setting goal, right? Like, you know, since you declare there, you can try to be there always. Since you make a mood board, you always look at the mood board and draw sketching. No, this is not enough. This is not enough. There must be, yeah, it's looks too old. Something like, you know, this is fixing your first goal image. And without this goal image, probably you can climb up the mountain, but maybe 50-meter high, no name, nobody know, nobody care, you know. So this is meaning of the setting goal, right? Okay, so let's go. This is another mood board. This is totally different image from the first one, right? This is more like cute and round, smooth, and like a color, soft color definition, you know. Like this mood board is actually for the small electric vehicle, like for 2-person. So it's a very small and cute image. Could be target customer is more feminine, right? So along with the car you design, you make the image, your image clear by the mood board, right? This is again totally different one. It's GTR of Nissan, and it's quite intimidating and cutting edge and flowing muscle. It's a keyword, you know. Along with the car, the visual and the keyword have to be changed, and you try to realize this image, right? This is a project for the Ferrari, but he put the name Jazz Echo. Maybe from the name you can imagine if there's a car from Ferrari named Jazz Echo. Maybe it's somehow different from an ordinary Ferrari, right? So like this, to put the car's name after concept is also very effective. Okay, so up to here about mood board. But one more thing important at here is setting appropriate package layout. In most of case, package layout is given by brief of project. If not, you need to find the appropriate one, right? And also approximate overall length, overall height, overall width, and wheelbase have to be decided before start sketching. And sometimes if you start, maybe you realize the package is not so good. It depends how much it is needed. In a real car project, maybe it's too late to move. But for student, you can, change a bit for the desired package. By the way, here's so many package, and I quoted this from H Point. Do you know the book called H Point? It's a quite a good book for the car designer, the fundamental knowledge of the cars. So I really recommend to read the H Point. Okay, so let's go to the next one. So let's go to the idea sketch, second part. So idea sketch is idea creation and finally the selection. In the beginning, idea sketch supposed to be a broad search, then narrow down to key sketch. The broad search means that you need to find out wide possibility of shape of ideas, and finally let's narrow it down. So in the beginning, kind of quick sketch is necessary because time is limited. So let's start from a side view with a package layout you decide, and from side view to front 3/4, rear 3/4 view, let's think about it. Maybe sometimes can be, contrary way, started from 3/4 to side view. It's also okay. And draw many angles to design all around. And so please don't forget to watch mood board while sketching. You sort out mood board. It's to fix the first image, which is very important. So don't forget to watch mood board while sketching. This is a side view format of the first thing, and based on the first format, you draw the side view with many shape. But firstly, this point here is a cross section of the engine hood and the front window. I think it's called the silhouette, and this point here is a kind of important point. So you can move a bit around here, but let's keep basically the silhouette, overall length and wheelbase, right? So like this format, let's draw with a keep proportion and giving a shade to show the surface. Okay, this one here is a side view sketches, which is, I think it's a good technique, and also nice tuning about the side view silhouette and drawings, character lines, right? And based on basic package. It's a good example. Let's see next. This is one of the example of a side view. It's also, and about the side view, I made some video before how to draw nice car side view or how to draw nice reflection easier. I think those video will be very useful to think about it. In a side view, nice tuning and nice surface expression is very important. So let's draw various views to bring up potential idea. This cultivation of idea makes the car more matured. The car, you start from side view, and if you think it's good, why don't you draw front 3/4, rear 3/4, look down a little bit from high point, and in various view, let's draw and expand the ideas, right? And this stage, I call it cultivation of idea, is very important, probably most important stage of the car design. And if you make a portfolio, this part, how can you create the shape and how can you bring up the shape, is most important part, whether you will hire or not. So to train this part is critically important. Then this is a key sketch selection. By the discussion between you and the chief designer or professor, you will decide the key sketch, which is the direction from now you will go, right? And in case of selection, I always think, this is my theory, maybe different from others, but my theory is distinctive surface construction with least number of surface. I always think about this and choose good idea. The car design is, in another word, making sculpture, and memorable is a big part of the purpose. If the car is memorable and new, distinctive, nice shape, the car will be sold quite well and liked for a long time, right? So at here, what I intend is surface construction should be new, distinctive, memorable, unique, right? But with least number of surface means simple, with a simplicity. This is very important also. So together with this, I made this theory, and I used for a long time with this, and I still believe this is a really most important part of the car design. By the way, let's say at here we choose, me and student choose this as a key sketch. This shape is quite unique because side window is recently there are many cars is trying to make the side window opaque. It's non-transparent surface, right? Then the shape is related to the shape of the door. It's a kind of beautiful lines, one shape relate to the door. I never see this kind of combination. So in this case, kind of new graphic and the shape is cooperated together and creating new design theme, right? So it's a quite distinctive and simple, nice design theme, right? So we choose this as a key sketch. Then based on the key sketch, let's make 3-view set. 3-view set means show 3 view at one glance. So side view and front 3/4 view and rear 3/4 view like this. And I tell you, in car design studio, left side front is common. Maybe it depends, the studio. But I was taught that basic is left side front. And for the purpose of showing every angle of your design, this 3 view exists, then 3 car have to be same, right? In proportion and details, 3 view have to be the same curve, of course, right? And if I talk about the standard 3 view position from eye point, can be determined like 10 meters away from the car, and you are standing, and you are walking around the car like this point. Maybe front point will be decided like front tire is here and the other side rear tire is here. The one straight line which comes to those 3 points on one line, you are standing, let's say 10 meter distance. This is a kind of standard front 3/4 view position. Same thing from rear tire, the other side front. This is a standard rear view position, right? Okay, then final idea selection with multiple 3 view sets. From your side view and the front 3/4 search, let's make multiple idea. Let's create 3 view sets of potential ideas, right? Maybe you need 3, 4, 5 key sketches. And along with the decision of the key sketch, you prepare 3 view sets. If side view key was selected, try to find front 3, rear 3 fits to the side view, right? Then you make multiple sets of like this. Then let's choose best idea for final rendering. This is a final stage of a sketch ideation, right? So here's idea A, idea B, idea C, idea D, right? Maybe between you and chief designer, you talk, you make an explanation, and chief designer may say, okay, let's make idea A. I like idea A best among here. And probably you would say, yes, I like idea A, but I cannot throw away the idea of front view of idea C. And chief designer would say, yeah, it's understandable. Maybe it's a good idea. So let's go for idea A's side view and rear view, and idea C's the front view. So it's a kind of mixture of two ideas, right? This kind of thing may happen for higher quality design. So actually when the selection, each idea will work as idea bank. It's a very important part of this process, right? Now let's assume that these three views were selected. And what will be the final rendering? You know, these two side and rear is matching nicely. And the front have to be, this part have to be adapted to above, right? This is a decision, right? So what will it be in next rendering stage? Let's see at the next time, you know. If you think my lesson was useful, please click good button and subscribe. And also your comment is very helpful for me, so please leave comments. See you guys. Have a good luck.